often have long conversations about why we are attracted to certain kinds of art. We like sculpture, architecture, paintings, drawings, music, performance, but we are always really curious about why we like the kinds of art that we do, why we like the specific pieces that we do. We like to think about what it is that makes us stop and really look at a piece of art. Like, what would make another person walk past it and stop at something else? It's almost as if individuals have a chemistry with art, the way that two people can have a chemistry that can't always be explained. It's sometimes almost as if you and the piece of art have known each other, or you've seen each other before. Maybe you speak the same language. We really try our best to create art that we would stop and look at. We understand not everybody's going to feel the same way. Maybe that's part of the beauty of art and life. Making unmistakable connections, sometimes unexplained, along your life's journey.
A blonde, a brunette, and a redhead walk into a bar. The bar accused them of not watching where they were going. They knew exactly where they were going. Paint consists of a pigment, a binder, and a thinner. Pigments are crushed, colored minerals that require a vehicle and carrier to allow them to be applied to a surface. The pigment. Red. She's fiery, that one. Even when she doesn't mean to be. Dramatic. Hysterical. Both kinds. Dancing on the tables, dragging the wallflowers out to the floor with her. Dragging them down to her level. Scandalous. Her blush compact fell from her loosened grip, crashing onto the black and white tile. Powdery pink and brown chunks exploded around her bare feet. She gently pressed her big toe into one of the larger pieces and smeared it across the cool ceramic. The pink streak gleamed and sparkled and ground itself into the crack between two tiles. Smiling bemusedly at the spill, she continued painting her cheekbones and eyelids. She loved the power of knowing exactly where each pigment would be applied, the appropriate pressure to use, the right tool. Every stroke was purposeful. She pulled the soft brush across the surface, stippling and smoothing, then stepping back and lowering her eyelids to appraise her work. It was divine. A base is used to bind the pigment particles to the surface material. The binder. Blue. Trying to stand out, but shy beneath that surface. Cool, like the color, like the water, like light scattering through the atmosphere. Laid back, laughing, gullible, trying to be what everyone else wants. Fluid and taking the shapes of things. She sat down at the bar and leaned in, resting her elbows on the edge and her chin in one palm, fingertips curling up and onto her jaw. Seated sideways, her hip melted into the scooped back of the chair. She crossed her legs and entwined one foot around a stool leg. She was a constant at this perch, observing the incomers and the outgoers with a steady gaze. All-seeing, wanting so badly to know. carrier, or solvent, acts as a thinner to give the paint viscosity, allowing it to flow. The thinner. Blonde. Expected to be that way, both blonde and thinner. Bubbly, happy, preferred by gentlemen, best friend of diamonds. Flashing the over-the-sun-kissed shoulder smile, blue eyes glinting through her wind-blown hair, she steadied herself with both hands against the cool, smooth sink basin. Disappointment coursed through her nerve endings and out of her pores. She splashed her face and watched the mascara trickle over her cheeks. It burned her eyes as it ran into the corners. She hung her head over the sink, and the black drops speckled the white ceramic. Smile, baby. She was asking for it. Look at what she was wearing. She gave him those eyes. Her eyes are up here. That belong in the kitchen, barefoot and pregnant, seen and not heard. Don't get hysterical, honey. Act like a lady.